Hi everyone, it's Jill Foster here for Penny Black, and I am so excited to be sharing with you Penny Black's newest collection, Hello Sunshine. And I'm going to take you through and show you lots of the new products and tons of card ideas too. So let's get started. The first set of products I'm super excited about are some very versatile sentiments. So these include our popular edger dies with new words, and now we are also offering a coordinating 3 by 4 inch transparent set with lots of sort of secondary sentiments to go with the edgers. So this isn't a how-to video, but I just wanted to quick show you how these edgers work if you haven't given them a try. You get sort of a border or an edger that matches the word. You can place this anywhere on your card, low, high, right in the middle, and then you're going to run that through your die cutting machine. And once you run that through, it's going to look like this, and it's going to cut that edger that matches up perfectly with the die cut sentiment. So there you can see I die cut the sentiment, and it's going to go fit right up in along that edge. And these make card making so simple. It just starts you off with a great design and a great focal point. And like I said, you can do them at all different heights. And so you can use them in many different ways, or you can use that sentiment, die cut sentiment, just the word by itself if you want to. And now we also have that 3 by 4 inch transparent set that will give you lots of secondary sentiments. So here are a bunch of card ideas showing these edgers. The first one is the one I just showed you in the video, which is the Hello edger, and then the Hello Builder. And you can use that 3 by 4 inch transparent set either with those edger dies, or it makes a really handy set all by itself. So you can see there all the different ways that you can use these dies and these sentiment stamps. Here we have the new Happy Edger and the Happy Builder. And you'll see within that Builder transparent stamp set, it also has the word happy. So if you aren't using it with the die, you can still stamp that word happy with that larger font like you can see right there on that card. Next up, we have the Thanks Edger and the Thanks Builder transparent set. And you may want to hit pause and really check out the transparent sets, all the different sentiments. They are really versatile. Some you can use throughout the entire year. So there is a card idea with that, and then another one peeking up at the top with just the sentiment stamp used. And you're going to see these throughout this entire video. I made so many cards with them because they're just so inspiring to use. Next up is the Friend Edger and the Friend Builder. So a little peek there. These work great if you like more cutesy style cards or if you like more elegant cards. The sentiments, the style within them work with any style of card that you're creating. And then we have one more. This isn't an edger die, but it's this nice large word, Immense Joy, and then the Enjoy Builder that can go with it. So there you can see this is going across a 5.5 inch by 4.25 card, so you can get an idea of the size. And then here is just a look at that stamp being used. Like I said, keep an eye out. You'll see these throughout the entire video. So this is the Hello Sunshine collection, and it is loaded with Floral Sunshine. Lots of beautiful, elegant floral stamps that are such a joy to stamp with. They're great for springtime, summertime, anytime, everyday cards. So the first is 40-824 Hollyhock Heaven. This is showing it used on a 5 by 7 card. You'll notice there again I've used that new sentiment stamp. This was stamped and done. I did some no-line watercoloring, and I hope to have a tutorial video on that. But here it is stamped just in black and done just very simple watercoloring. This is 40-847 Pure Sunshine. The first card where you will see this used, this is a 5 by 7 card, but you can also use this on your standard size cards too. And so here on this next card, I use just part of the image on a standard size card along the top. Really fun. This one is such a beauty. This is 40-884 Songbird. The first card shows it on a 5 by 7 inch card. And the next is on a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. And again, you'll see those edgers and those sentiment stamps used throughout. This one is 40-901 Potted Pretties. And here it is on a 5 by 7 card. And like I said, I do hope to have a watercoloring video, tutorial video featuring these cling stamps. So if you want to color along with me, there you can get a peek at what we will be doing. And here it is on a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. And on this one, I use that Friend edger, and they're designed to go across a standard 4 1/4 inch card going the vertical way. But if you just use your scissors to trim a little extra, you can put them along horizontally along the 5 1/2 inch part of a standard card. This is 40-822 Warble. Warble. Love those two little birds there chatting. Just a great, I just think that just makes me think of friendship, but they could be saying happy birthday. They really can be used so many different ways. Here is 40-900 Meadow. This stamp is fun. On this card, I colored it with markers and then lightly spritzed it and stamped it down and just added a little bit of water in the leaf areas, and it just is this gorgeous watercolor look. It looks like you spent a lot of time, but you really didn't. I also love this for very subtle background stamping, so keep your eyes peeled. I used it on a lot of cards coming up. This is 30-979 Floral Impressions. I adore the really light, delicate lines on this for the butterflies, for the flowers. They're just so beautiful. Here I just did some masking on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card and just stamped and painted inside that masked area. Again, another one with that Floral Impressions. And this set also works really great with some new teddy bear stamps coming up where the teddy bears have some flowers. So I'm giving you a little peek here and just showing you another way that you can use this. We also have 30-966 Birthday Blooms. This is a really fun set for birthday cards, just a little bit different. I love this beautiful bouquet. It's just simple, and you can add that birthday sentiment right there on the front that comes as part of the set. And the balloons in this set are really, really unique. Here you can see just what fun they are to color. There's so many different ways you could color those, and they're just a special way to send some birthday wishes. And then finally, in our Floral Sunshine that are part of this collection, we have the 3 by 4 inch set Graceful, and then this does have a matching cutout, Graceful cutout. Super charming little set, can be used in lots of different ways. I made a set of 3 cards with this, so just changing up the color variations on these cards, but keeping with the same sketch. So just doing a border die, and again, those sentiments are really fun. Those are from the beginning that I shared with you, using just the stamp set on these cards. And very simple watercoloring on the floral stamp. Next up, we have some new brushstroke stamps. Brushstroke stamps are designed to make it look like you have just stamped, you haven't stamped, that you've just painted these. They just give a handmade watercolor look, a no line look. You put your color directly onto the stamp. Here is the first, which is Good Day Bouquet. This is on a standard size card. Really fun one to do. I love the loose look of those flowers, that loose watercolor look you get with them. Another very unique 40-893 Treasured, so very unique stamp. And here is a very simple card idea with that. Now, if you're wanting a listing of any of the supplies used on each specific card, they will be listed and linked for you on our blog. So I will put a link to that blog post down in the YouTube description box below. This is Sunkissed. So, so pretty. I made 3 cards with this because I just love it. Here is the first, pretty simple, just basic stamping and the little light gray to fill in the background. This one, again, very simple, kind of a go-to sketch that I like to use with the Brushstroke stamps. And then finally, this next one does not include any water or misting or blending. That's just putting the ink on using miniature ink pads and using a MISTI stamp positioning tool to do some repeated stamping. And that is on a 5x7 card. Now we have some really unique scenic stamping or scenic stamps for you. The first is 40-890 Stroll, and I'm in love with this stamp. I think it's so beautiful for summer and spring, makes a great masculine card, but I think this would also be fun to kind of alter the seasons, to do a Christmas version or autumn. And then we also have 40-896 Seaside. Really great for summertime, thinking of you. Again, I think these scenic stamps are also really nice for masculine cards, and they're just a nice sort of break to do something different. So if you make a lot of floral cards, you might want to give some scenic stamping a try just to sort of mix things up for your mojo or your creativity. You got a little peek at one of the teddy bears earlier in this video, but we have lots of very cute critters for you. I love this set, especially this is 30-978 Bring Joy. So many cute images with flowers and birds and butterflies. So as you can see here, I made a ton of cards with it. This has that subtle stamping of the meadow in the background. You can see those edgers, those sentiment edgers with the stamp set to go with them are really, really fun with critters. It gives you a place to sort of put your critter. They can be peeking out from behind or standing on the edge of the word. Here's a more simple card that you saw earlier with the florals in the background. And again, another one with the friend edger. So sweet, those bears hanging out there. And I've just incorporated some other floral dies to add to that scenic look. And one more, I told you I made a lot with this set. Here is another, I think this is my favorite one of all. And like I said, if you're interested in any of the specific penny black supplies used on each individual card, that will be in our blog post linked below. The next very cute set is 30-981 Special Day. So many different ways you can use this set. I love these bears. I also think these are great for masculine cards, Father's Day, just lots of ways you can use them. Birthdays. I mean, I love this guy standing here with all these presents. And he's just perfect with that happy edger. And then finally, we have 30-961 Your Dreams. Really, really sweet image. I love anything with butterflies. And you can see there I'm using with that Immense Enjoyment die. That O is the perfect place to put a little critter. And we have one more critter set for you. This one is too funny and cute. This is 30-980 Yappy Hour. I love these stamps. I feel like they just tell a story right within the image. And here I've used it again with that Immense Enjoyment creative die. They look so fun just flying right through there. I think this is great, would be great for graduation cards even, or summertime cards. Now, we are also bringing back 3 fan favorites for you. These are stamps that are much loved and have stood the test of time, and then we're mixing and matching them with some of the new products from this release. So this is 30-027 Perfect Day. And you can see here I made gobs of cards with these fan favorites because they are just so fun. So to start off with, I've just done some very simple stamping and watercoloring. And I do hope to have a video for these fan favorite stamps as well, showing my design process and mixing and matching the newer products with the fan favorites. So you can see some very simple cards made with these, just watercoloring, but the images just stand out on their own. Here I've layered them up, so fussy cut them and added in some other dies and some background stamping. There's that meadow stamp again. I used it a lot with these fan favorites. And then again, peeking out, there's that meadow stamp again. That time I just inked it with Distress Ink Reinkers and lightly misted it and stamped it. It was that simple. That cute little kitty cat sticking out and his little tail peeking out there. And another one. There you can see that light tone on tone stamping with that meadow stamp in the background. The next fan favorite that we have is 30-015, Wonderful Day. I think this one is my favorite of the fan favorites. Starting off with some just very simple cards and pulling in those new sentiments. When you sort of use a newer sentiment, a sentiment style, it will bring your fan favorites or your older stamps to life. Just give them new life when you mix and match with some new items too. I'd love to know throughout this video if you've had any favorites, anything new that's really caught your eye. Leave us a comment down below in the comments section. We always love hearing what you like, what you love, what's really catching your eye. As you can see, I made lots of cards with this fan favorite stamp set. That's a great thing about the transparent sets. You get lots of different little cute images in there that you can use in so many different ways. I think this is my favorite from this ones that I made with this transparent set. And again, you can see those edger dies are so handy with the critter stamps. Also, there's that meadow stamp in the background, just tone on tone. And you can also use those edger words like this happy without the edger. So if you just want to use the sentiment across the card, that works too. And the last fan favorite set that we have for you is 30-028, Micey Day. Just like before, starting out with just some very simple cards stamped in black VersaFine ink and just simply watercolored in, mixed and matched with some of those new sentiment sets. And then also some more where I fussy cut the images and layered them up with additional dies. I love these guys sort of running along the edger word there. And then again, a little bit more simple with just the word used instead of using it with the edger, using it by itself. And then here again, that enjoy, that O is the perfect place to stick a little critter. And I also like on that immense enjoy die, there's that sort of straight area running across the top. So as you can see, you can kind of sit some critters right along the top. I sure hope you've enjoyed this video featuring Penny Black's newest collection, Hello Sunshine. If you did, be sure to subscribe, and you can also follow us on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, as well as Instagram, our website, and blog for lots more of card ideas featuring this new collection. Happy stamping!